Hey guys, what is up? And this is a quick update video. Now, I was at an event last week in Napa Valley called Mastmind Talks, and the premise is basically if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Jayson Gaignards puts these together, and he tries to bring like the best people into this one event for about 2.5 days that he possibly can. I think he nailed it. It's my third time there. Now, something very profound happened at that event. I'm just going to dive right into it. And there's a guy by the name of Philip McKernan, and he's kind of a why guy. He basically scratches, through the surface and gets rid of all the bullshit you're telling yourself as to, why you're not doing what you love or what your real purpose is. And I started asking him questions like, how do you get to that? Like, what are the steps you take? And he laughed and he's like, no, man, there's no steps. And he asked me probably by about the third question, and I don't know, I can't even remember at this moment what he said or did, but I just started fucking crying, like just bawling my eyes out. And I'm an adult, and I'm sitting in a room, a fairly large open space actually, with about a dozen other people. Some of them I know a little bit, others I don't even know at all. And I'm sitting there pouring, my face out. Now, it's profound because I learned at that moment that your wounds become your work. And it's part of the reason why I do Entrepreneurs in Cars. I love cars and driving fast and testing out cars. And, one of the initial premises was getting in entrepreneurs' cars, but really telling their story. It was more about the adversity they had to overcome, the challenges that they had to deal with, the struggles, the lessons that they learned along the way. If you want to go see a test in a car, there's 100 other YouTube channels. You can watch them there. But I wanted to get the story out of the entrepreneur while kind of enjoying the petrol head moment. Now, that being said, I have to try to figure out how to produce this next video that I have to do, which is why I'm doing this as a quick take today for you guys, because I did promise I'd put out a video every Tuesday, and figure out how to tell that story, because it's kind of a demon that I thought I had dealt with that I clearly haven't, which is why I started bawling. But to sum it up quickly, basically, I talked about this briefly in another video, but I've got these third-degree burns on both my arms, my neck, and my chest, and it created a lot of problems for me throughout life. I felt very different from everybody else, so I'm going to try to figure out how to tell that story in a video, and that'll probably be the next one that I put out. But I want to make sure you get some value out of it. This one here, this particular one, if I can offer any takeaways in this, let me tell you about Mastmind Talks a little bit more. So it's my third year going. I was actually on the fence about going to this one because we're moving our office, or we had moved our office at the time of the event. I had a lot of stuff going on in business and life. I've got a custody schedule with my 6-year-old daughter, so it's not always easy to get away from town to do things. And I had this feeling, this weird feeling, that if I didn't go, I was going to miss out on the people in the room. It's not so much the people up on the stage that are talking, you can YouTube their videos and hear what they have to say, but it's being in the room and connecting with people personally on a one-on-one level where you actually look in their eyes and you have that conversation. So I signed up and I went, and I'm thankful that I did go. I really am. So my takeaway for this video is you are the average of the people you spend the most time with. It's a $6,000 price point to go to this event, $6,000 US. So it's not cheap, but you get what you pay for. You really do. You're not going to get high-level people in a $200 event. As car guys, and even myself as a car guy, I could go and spend $3,000 or $4,000 in a titanium muffler section for my car, or I could go and throw it at an event somewhat like this. I'd encourage you to spend less money on toys in cars and more on yourself, on personal development, because nobody can take that away. Once you've got a network, once you've learned something, nobody can take it away. You can lose your job, your business could fail, you could experience a death in the family, they could repossess your car, whatever. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can take away experiences, your network, and all those lessons that you learn along the way. So I'm in a room with 140 people from around the world that are like-minded, that are high achievers, that are thought leaders, that break new grounds. I'm talking Singularity University. I'm talking about people that have 2 million plus subscribers on a YouTube channel. There's some high level people that I was exposed to that I'm thankful that I got to sit down and have a meal with and communicate with and sit around tables. So think about that. Try to up your game and surround yourself with the highest caliber people you possibly can. If you're going to surround yourself with 5 broke people, you're going to be the 6th. If you're going to surround yourself with 5 losers, you're going to be the 6th. Do whatever you can to get yourself into a room with fantastic people and spend time with them. I'm very introverted by nature. I'm the kind of guy that kind of cowers away in the corner. I'd rather not be seen and talk about things. But you have to push past those sorts of moments in your life and try to interact with amazing people like that. So up your game, guys. Stay subscribed. Next week I got some more stuff coming out. If you haven't seen a couple of other videos that I put out over the last week from Napa with the Polaris slingshot, seeing balloons inflate in the parking lot while going to work out at 6 a.m., stuff like that, it's all there. But hopefully my next video will be a big and powerful one. Thanks for staying subscribed to the channel and checking these out. Hope to see you guys next week on Tuesday. Peace.